Eating food with the right intake of nutrients helps a woman to have a brain healthy, heart healthy, and mentally healthy life. Today, I want to share a simple step-by-step diet plan to keep the female brain young and energized, reduce menopause symptoms, and protect women against dementia. Hi, I'm neuroscientist Dr. Ben Webb, and I want to help you cultivate a healthy brain for a mentally healthy and happy life. Welcome to episode 44 of Better Brain, Better You. Hey, how are you? Thanks so much for joining me today for today's episodes about the food and drink that is healthy for a woman's brain. If you're watching on YouTube, please do like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to hear when we release new videos. And thanks so much for tuning in wherever you get your podcasts. We release weekly episodes for brains of all ages. But before we get started, I want to give you a free guide to show you how to use the food and drink that you consume to improve your brain health and mental health as a woman. And this guide shows you the types of foods and drinks that you can take on board to boost your mood, your memory, and your thinking. And you can get this free guide at ologyonlinecourses.com/brainfoods. That's ologyonlinecourses.com/brainfoods. So there's a large body of research which has actually shown many times that the Mediterranean diet is perfectly suited to women's health. It's a diet that's been around for thousands of years, and women who live in the cultures that eat this diet consistently live longer and healthier lives than women who live in Western cultures. So it's also a diet that prevents disease, reduces heart attack, stroke, improves blood glucose levels, stabilizes blood pressure, and reduces the mental decline caused by dementia. And partly due to the beneficial effects on the heart, the Mediterranean diet is also really good for your brain. People who follow the Mediterranean diet have younger looking brains, but unlike people who eat a Western diet, show no early brain signs of Alzheimer's disease. And it's also linked with a reduced risk of breast cancer, partly due to its high fibre content, which helps to balance estrogen. And it also helps women to experience fewer and milder menopausal symptoms, such as having less hot flushes and night sweats. And what's so amazing about this diet is it's not a weight loss plan as such. It's more of a lifestyle that includes good eating and lifestyle practices. And today, I want to share with you the essential foods in the Mediterranean diet that will help you to keep your brain and your heart healthy. So the first step for adopting a brain healthy lifestyle is to eat the right type of carbohydrates. So people often think of bread and potatoes as carbs, but fruits and vegetables are high in healthy carbohydrates as well as vitamins and minerals that reduce inflammation and protect your brain. And as a general rule of thumb, you should think of vegetables and fruits as the right carbs, and vegetables should make up about half of your plate at mealtimes. Brain healthy vegetables are things like dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower. And research has shown that women who eat 1 to 2 servings of dark greens each day experience fewer memory problems and mental decline than people who don't eat them. So fruits are also good for your memory and mental ability because they contain high levels of vitamins and antioxidants. So berries, apples, lemons, oranges, grapefruit, and watermelon are great fruits to eat if you're particularly concerned about your sugar intake. And as a woman looking after yourself, it also means favouring foods with fibre. So fibre-rich foods balance estrogen levels in your body, help you to digest food more slowly, and make food seem more filling. So fibre comes from fruit, root vegetables, leafy greens and vegetables, most legumes, pumpkins and squash. Sweet potatoes and whole grains will also provide filling fibres. So second up on our list is eating estrogen from plant sources. So estrogen is found mostly in soy, seeds, whole grains and legumes, along with many fruits and vegetables. And soy contains isoflavones, which are a bit controversial, sometimes thought of as a superfood or sometimes thought of as causing cancer, so it's safer to absorb isoflavones from foods like soy rather than from supplements. But not all soy is good for your brain. Organic and fermented soy found in miso is the only type of soy worth eating for your brain. So estrogen is also found in flax seeds, sesame seeds, chickpeas, apricots, apples, yams, and olive oil. So next up is to eat antioxidants to protect your brain. The brain is really susceptible to oxidative stress, and that's a similar chemical process to when you see metal rusting. So the more oxidative stress, the more damage is done to your brain. And one of the best ways to reduce oxidative stress is to eat berries, oranges, grapefruits, and apples. And leafy greens like broccoli, cabbage, spinach, kale are also really good too, as are onions, carrots, tomatoes, squash, and artichokes. Extra virgin olive oil is also loaded with anti-inflammatory properties. So next step is to make sure you're eating the right sort of fats. And this first means to stop eating processed food, which contains the wrong fat, so-called trans fats, which increase the risk of cancer in postmenopausal women. And in fact, many common cancers can actually be avoided by reducing or completely eliminating processed foods from your diet. And the right fats, polyunsaturated fatty acids, are really good for your brain. And the best source of fat for the brain are omega-3 and DHA, which are found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, trout, herring, tuna, anchovies, sardines, and fish eggs like caviar and salmon roe. And women also can benefit from monounsaturated fats from nuts such as almonds, cashews, hazelnuts, pistachio and Brazil nuts, fatty fruit like avocados and olives, and some oils and nut butters from sesame and sunflower seeds. So you also want to try and look after those microbes that live in your gut. So check out our previous episode if you want to delve deeper into this topic. But your gut is a home to trillions of bacteria and other microorganisms that make up what's called your microbiome, an environment which has a big influence over your brain. Your gut bacteria helps you to digest food, manages your metabolism, and produces essential vitamins for your brain health, including your reaction to stress and anxiety. So to keep your gut healthy, you should try and eat food rich in fibre and prebiotics that help good bacteria thrive in your gut, like garlic, onions, asparagus, bananas, cabbage, leeks, artichokes, legumes, beans, and lentils. Probiotics, which can help to replenish your microbiome's good bacteria, can be found in fermented and cultured foods, including dairy like yogurt and kefir, and vegetables like sauerkraut and fermented pickles. And as enjoyable as they can be, unfortunately, large volumes of alcohol and coffee are not good for a woman's brain or physical health. Research has shown that alcohol can increase the risk of hot flushes and breast cancer as well. But for most women, wine is okay, especially if it's red. Red wine has high levels of resveratrol, an antioxidant, and a glass of wine once in a while, but not more than once a day, can actually be good for you. And a small cup of coffee can also promote a healthy brain. But the type of coffee matters. Freshly brewed espresso has the highest anti-aging capacity, while instant coffee has none whatsoever. But by far and above, the brain's healthiest drink for women, and men for that matter, is water. Drink water and lots of it. The brain is actually made up of 80% water, and every chemical reaction in it depends on water. So the brain is so sensitive to dehydration that even a minimal lack of water can cause fatigue, dizziness, confusion, headache, and brain shrinkage and brain fog. So drinking 2 litres of water a day is research proven to maintain the proper percentage of bodily fluids in your body and brain and improve your reactions and mental abilities by up to 30%. So women are constantly exposed, unfortunately, to substances in their food that interfere with their hormonal balance. Up to 25% of the pesticides sprayed on fruit and vegetables disrupt a woman's estrogen balance. So where you can, and where it's affordable, try and eat organic food to avoid this unnecessary exposure to these pesticides. And the final step to improve your brain health is to actually try and eat less. Reducing your caloric intake can boost your mental capacity, reduce brain aging, and actually promote longevity. There's a large body of good science that has shown that stressing your brain by restricting calories, that's within reason though, pushes brain cells to grow stronger and become more resilient. So restricting your calories is also a brain defense against oxidative stress. It's also a great way to lose a few pounds if you need to, and keeping a healthy, stable weight is actually really beneficial for women's health. So this means trying to reduce the number of calories you consume by about 30 to 40%. So instead of consuming an average of 1,500 calories a day, you should try and consume 1,000 calories. So two really good diets for calorie restriction are intermittent fasting, which is an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating, and also the 5-2 diet. So before we finish up, let me ask you a question. Which of the brain foods that I've mentioned today do you already have in your diet? Or which ones are you going to start eating now? Let me know in the comments. I'd really love to hear from you and see what you're going to introduce into your diet. So thanks so much for tuning in today, and I hope this episode on foods for healthy female brains was helpful. It's been great spending time with you, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.